Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA, Cardano. We all want to see some movement here. This is really getting tougher and tougher. Quite boring price movement over the weekend, not only around ADA but across the crypto market. Really just sideways movement in typical weekend fashion, even though sometimes on the Sunday we get quite a bit of movement, but the Saturdays are usually very, very boring. So this Saturday as well. And how Sunday starts as well. It's a bit boring, but then as we're heading towards the weekly candle close, we usually get a lot of volatility, especially in the second half or fourth quarter of the Sunday, sort of in the last few hours before the weekly candle close. Yeah, ADA's movement yesterday didn't really tell us a lot. It just added to the corrective mess of this chart. Yeah. We had quite a bit of a move down here from around 32.7 cents all the way down to 31.7. Now in crypto terms, that's really not a lot. But in times like these, we're looking for the smallest clues, right? But this is just intraday volatility, so I wouldn't read too much into this. What is unchanged is that, in my opinion, the yellow count is still in force here, in power. The yellow count is the bearish count, the imminent bearish count that would suggest that we are currently only putting a wave 2 high in place. Yeah, and that next there should be a wave 3 down, a wave 4 up and a wave 5 down to finish off this sort of bear market. Not guaranteeing to you that this will end the bear market, but it is certainly what the market structure suggests, that after these 5 moves, the market will have a chance to put a more substantial low in place. At the moment, if we say, okay, we are putting a wave 2 in place here, then it's no surprise that it's retracing quite a lot after this impulsive move down on the 21st of November. And we can also look at the Fibonacci retracement levels. I think yesterday I told you that if we want to keep hold of the yellow count and stick to the yellow count, ADA needs to move down now, and it did react to the 88.7% Fib level here at 32.7 cents, but it's not enough yet to really confirm anything. We are still here following this path to the upside, just up and down, of course. Nothing is moving in a straight line, so we are not really we don't really know any more than yesterday. So it's still, in my opinion, as long as we are in this yellow channel, my view is the trend down is still ongoing. We will see another low with ADA. And again, next wave 3 target down would be 26 cents. And the wave 5 target would take us into the 22-23 cent range. And then we need to see how does the price actually react to these levels. Now, it's a situation where every low could be the last one. We need to take it level by level, and we need to see how does the price react to any new low. Yeah, we need to understand that. And the way that ADA reacted to this low from the 21st of November is not impressive. What you would normally like to see is, as indicated here in the white count, that's the bullish outcome of this. It would be actually and it's not doing that, right? I mean, it's following the white count as well to a degree. That's the bullish breakout count. But it's not ideal, because what you would like to see is a proper impulse to the upside, a 5-wave move up, 3 waves down, and then again 5 waves up in a wave 3. The best thing that we have to offer here is a leading diagonal. A leading diagonal can very easily be a corrective wave pattern as well. So it is not very convincing that this is indeed following the white count. The white count is just an illustration, something I'm observing. It's not the primary expectation. The white count is a possible breakout count that tells us what does ADA need to do if it wants to follow, or if it wants to carry out a substantial breakout. Is currently not what I see as primary expectation, but of course we want to be prepared should it happen. You need to know what does ADA need to do in any case here. So in the breakout count, ADA needs to reach the 34 cent level next. That is the target for this wave 3. If it doesn't get there, it's probably still in the yellow count. The yellow count itself will already get less likely if we break above 33.2 cents, but it is not very well. It's getting closer, yes, but it's still not making any aggressive attempts to break that level. It seems to be constrained in this yellow channel, and you could even call this some kind of a bear flag, which would eventually break down. So yeah, we just continue to need some patience here. The yellow count will get more likely if we break below 31 cents, and then below 30 even more likely. And I mean, you can even add here a small trend line in the very short term. Yeah, you see this one here. And basically we are in some kind of a mini channel, you could argue. And as long as we are following this, obviously we're pushing higher, higher, higher. We're going to get into the apex here between this ascending trend line and the channel resistance. But all that tells you at the moment is that the price is going to get squeezed, and there will most likely be, possibly in a few hours, maybe not before the beginning of next week, quite an impulsive outcome here. I mean, don't forget, I think, is it next week? I don't think it's next week yet, but let me see. No, I don't think it's next week. I think it's the week after next. We have the CPI data plus the FOMC meeting in one 2 days after each other, right? So the FOMC, I'm just looking for this. The FOMC meeting is on the I think it was the December. I think it was in here 13th. The final Fed meeting of 22 will happen on December the 13th, 14th, with the rate decision coming at 2 p.m. Eastern time on December the 14th. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. It's not next week, but it's going to be the week after next. So, you know, maybe we're not even going to see a lot of movement across crypto, across the markets until then. Then my view would be we see a bit of volatility. But then, to be honest, we're now in December. I remember last year, December was super boring as well. It's just that time, you know, before the end of the year that there isn't gonna, you know, institutions aren't gonna take huge positions before the year end anymore. You know, it is what it is. So I think we are gonna see slow 3 to 4 weeks, and then we can start the new year, hopefully with some movement. Okay, that's my update about ADA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.